before I start driving, let me give you a look at all the snow here in Flagstaff. It's crazy. It is Thursday. I'm up here for the next 2 days. Today I have physical therapy at 9, followed by a physical therapy massage. This is probably going to be my last physical therapy massage, and I think I only have 1 or maybe 2 more physical therapy appointments. This guy seems to think I'm going to be fine, and I do too. I've been doing the exercises he's been having me do, and really it's had a lot to do. This is kind of interesting. He thinks that he said that I injured I didn't even know we have a gluteus minimus. So like I've heard of gluteus maximus. Well, so he's having me use the gluteus maximus and other surrounding muscles and loading those muscles, meaning exercising them, so that then they support that muscle that's hurt. And I've been sleeping on my side I always sleep on my side, and I think that's a big reason why I have this on one side and not the other, because I usually sleep on my right side, and then my leg comes across my body. I don't just sleep perfectly with my legs one on top of the other on my side. So I've been using a side pillow, which forces my legs my one leg not to come across and pull. So all that to say, that has really been helping. And so between that and the exercises, I think I'm pretty good. After that, I'm going to run over and see my dad for a little while. I have a meeting at 1, and so that, and then one other little thing at 3 o'clock, and so that should take me right up until I go and pick John up. It was kind of interesting today. I had to think about my plant-based diet and sticking with that today. So I brought my smoothie with me. Hey, you guys, using my NutriBullet, it was amazing. I made up 2 smoothies. Well, I made 3 yesterday, and 2 I put in jars and put in the refrigerator. Normally when I make my smoothies in my Ninja blender, they separate, so you can see the fruit and the water, and it's kind of separated, and you have to shake them up. But this didn't separate, so I'm super excited that it's like maintaining smoothie consistency. So already that NutriBullet was a great purchase. So I also I had some bread. Oh, there's this really good bread, you guys. You should look for it. It's called Dave's Killer Bread. They sell it in a lot of regular grocery stores. Safeway, Bash's is a local grocery store in Arizona, but they sell it at Whole Foods, I think, and I think they sell it at Sprouts. It's vegan, and it's really tasty. So I had 2 slices of that this morning with some peanut butter on it, and then I've got my smoothie to drink, and then I also have some of those Graze snacks that I brought with me to kind of have for lunch. Graze.com. I'll link it for you in the space below, because if you want to check it out and you use my link, use anybody's referral link, you get your first box and your 5th box free. And they're really good snacks. You can get all different kinds of things, and they're little prepackaged things that are very tasty, but they also they mix in like seeds, sunflower seeds and stuff like that, along with stuff that's sweet and salty, so you actually get filled up and feel satisfied. Boy, my glasses are just glaring. So I'll link that for you if you're interested. But I brought 3 of those to have for lunch today. Did I tell you those loaded baked potatoes, or baked sweet potatoes I made last night, were so good and super filling? I thought I wasn't going to really, well, I didn't finish it all. It was super, super filling. Look at the icicles. Look at this, you guys. I mean, there's so much snow. I just drove down my old street because I found a mail key, and so I needed to return it to the people who bought our house. But the streets, all of the residential streets, are down to 1 lane. So basically, if there are 2 cars coming you know, toward each other. One either has to pull way over into the snowbank or into a driveway for the other one to go by. I don't know why they do that, but it just reminded me of how when the last 8 years we've lived here, I felt kind of claustrophobic during winter because everything's so crowded. It was hard for me to find a place to park on campus because there are big piles of snow everywhere. And I mean, not hard to find a place to park, but hard to find a place to park so that when I opened the door and got out, I wouldn't just slip on. Everything's covered in ice. And also my house, those of you who've been watching my vlog since last summer know that my new house is way more open in the living area, well, all over, than my other house. Higher ceilings and just more rooms connected. And I felt like my living room was a cubbyhole in that house. And winter always made me feel claustrophobic. And I just couldn't wait till summer when not only was the snow melted so the streets wouldn't be so claustrophobic, but also so that I could open the doors and my back patio became part of my living room. And okay, take a look at that, you guys. It is 18 degrees out. Okay, just coming out of a meeting here and just could not resist letting you guys see the view that we get in so many different areas around our campus. So even though I'm glad I'm not living in the snow, it's nice to come up here and see this beauty. Tonight I'm making this 6-vegetable and quote-unquote cheese soup in the Oh She Glows Every Day cookbook, and I'll explain the quote-unquote cheese part in a second. But this is just going to be packed. Oops, I got all steamed up. It's going to be packed with vegetables. There's tons of broccoli, carrots, celery, butternut squash, onion. Gosh, well, maybe that is all of it. There's some garlic in there. And then all of this boils until it's really soft. And then you add nutritional yeast. Let me show you that. So nutritional yeast apparently you can get in a bin, you know, like at Sprouts or something, but you can also get this shaker of it. And it's a seasoning that has sort of a cheese-like flavor to it. And so several tablespoons of this will go into that soup. And then I'll put it in an immersion blender. You can put it in a regular blender. Blend it all up. It has some cayenne pepper goes into it, as well as salt and pepper, and a little bit of white wine vinegar at the end. And you can top it off with some toasted pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. And yeah, I think it's going to be really good. Hi guys, it's Friday and freezing cold in Flagstaff. It's 19 degrees and the wind is just blowing like crazy. You can see I'm wearing my long wool coat today, and I usually don't wear scarves except for just, you know, kind of pretty hanging around my neck, but it's windy, and it was, I mean, windy like blowing our car around on the freeway coming up here. I have a faculty meeting for my department at 8 o'clock. It's 7:30 right now. And then there's a whole college. See, at the universities are made up of different colleges. Like there's the College of Business and the College of Arts and Letters. And so for my college, the College of Education, we have a full faculty meeting after my department. So I wanted to mention that, let's see, this video is going to be uploaded for you guys on Tuesday. And I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. Well, Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday is when I'm going to start the plant-based series. So the first thing that's going to go up, there will be 2 videos. There will be an intro video and then a week 1. And what I'm going to be doing in those videos is just giving you some brief little just resources, like if I hear of a good website, or for example, last week in the class, they showed us a video of making, I just spit, did you see that? They showed us a video of how to make veggie burgers and meatballs and crumbles for different things, and apparently it's really good. I saw the video last summer, but I never made the stuff, but people told me how good it was, so I'm gonna definitely have to try it this time around. But all of that to say that that video is available on YouTube for anybody to see, so I will link that for you so you guys can see that if you're interested. But I'll just be giving you a few little tidbits of information. They're not going to be super long videos, tidbits of information that I'm learning, as well as links to several of the meals that I've made in the past week. So that's going to go on a weekly basis for the next 8 weeks. And then after that, we'll see. I don't know if I'll post weekly on that, but the study will be meeting after the first 8 weeks. The study will start to go, we'll be having monthly meetings instead of weekly. So if I don't have as much to share, then I'll go to monthly after that. But so if you're interested in those meals that I've been showing you on this vlog, all of those resources will be given to you in those videos. So tonight's dinner is a sun-dried tomato pasta. Get it out of the glare. Really, really good. It's got this mix here that is a sun-dried tomato cashew crema. So of course it has cashews and sun-dried tomatoes and some garlic and lemon juice, salt, and then you process that in a food processor, as you can see. And then once the pasta has boiled, you add in spinach and some more sun-dried tomatoes, basil, red pepper flakes, white wine vinegar, yummy stuff. And all of these recipes so far in this book, Oh She Glows Every Day, have been amazing, so I have no doubt this one will be just as good. Hi guys, it's Saturday. John and I are just getting ready to walk down to the park and the river at the end of our street, so I'll be sure to bring my camera and film a little of that for you. I've done a lot of filming today, filmed several videos. One in particular is one that's going to be over on my Busy Being Jen channel. Some viewers have requested how I style my hair, so I did a video about that, and that will be going up soon, so I hope you guys will check that out on Busy Being Jen. And then I also filmed week 1 of the plant-based diet journey, and that will be going up this week, so you'll be able to watch that one later this week, and the coordinating blog post that has all of the links to recipes that I've shown you on vlogs this week. And then I did some more filming for the next home organizing challenge, the living room, so I'm working ahead, as I've told you before. It's going to be that, but we thought that we would start by a little walk. Part of walking down to the park is to see how high the river is because of the weather that we've had the last few weeks. And also, I need to check out how my hip is doing. When I went to my physical therapy appointment on Thursday, the therapist said, get out for a walk. And I hadn't been out for a walk because the weather had been so crappy. But he wants to know, like, where are we in this whole process? Because
small leaves in comparison.
So this is the area that our neighborhood refers to as the park. It's got some it's got some picnic tables and benches, but mostly just a big open area. And then on the other side of this mound right here is the river. And of course it's going to look bleak because nothing has leaves on it, but let's go take a look. Well, this looks very bleak and brown. The last time I was down here, all of the plants, all of that, those are cattails. And they were all green and standing up and everything, and you could hardly see the water because of all the cattails. But now, because of all the rain we've had, the cattails are laying down, but everything just looks brown and kind of ugly. So I will definitely have to show this to you in the spring when it looks a little bit prettier. So this is a different angle. You can see, I hope you can see it. The sun's kind of shining on the tips of the cattails, and I don't know what happens to the cattails. I mean, I'm guessing these will all die off and rot and float away or something. I don't know, or I don't know what the life cycle of a cattail is. I don't know if these are dormant or if they just completely die and then come back. But I did find online that you can make flour, actual flour for making bread, from the powder that is inside the roots of cattails. So if we were in a situation where we were starving and needed something to eat, I think that we would be able to make ourselves stuff out of flour. How pretty, Horsey. Come here, Horsey. Yeah. Very curious.
Nope.
Look at these cows. What are you doing? Now I'm just sitting outside drinking my smoothie and watching Mary watch the birds. So John and I are out to dinner tonight at that Italian restaurant in Camp Verde that we like so much, and I am getting a pasta with mushrooms that has a cream sauce, and so that's kind of what I'm using for my one serving of animal product for the week, and I'm just not going to worry about if there's cheese on top of it or anything like that. So not going crazy, but just what would be the equivalent of one serving of whatever. And in this case, it's going to be the cream sauce and probably a little cheese on top. So hi guys, it is Sunday, 5 o'clock in the evening. We did worship today at church. I sang, and it's just kind of been a lazy day. We made a brief trip to the grocery store after church, and then I made several jars of smoothies. John wanted some too, and so I made enough for both of us to have smoothies for the week. And then tonight, I decided to service something that we just had it a couple days ago. If I knew we were going to eat it this soon after I made it before, I would have just refrigerated it, but it has to thaw out because I put it in the freezer, and that is that sun-dried tomato pasta that was really good the other night. So let me show you. That's the little aluminum foil container I put it in. I'm just thawing it out, and then I'll stick it in the oven a little bit later on for us. This was a super good recipe, and I realized that my freezers are getting quite full. But let's see. Well, that's about it for, I think, for this vlog. So we'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys are doing well, and take care. Bye-bye.